Now let us look into question number 18. The question goes like this. For the reaction is given to us CH3CH linked with X, that is halogen, CH2CH3. Now let us try to give the general name of this. We should start looking from our left to right because this carbon is containing a halogen. So that we should start our looking from left to right. So 1, 2, 3 and 4. For the second carbon atom, we find the presence of halogen. So it's going to be 2 halo. It can be any halogen. It can be fluorine, chlorine, bromine or iodine. And it is 4 carbon atom and saturated. So but is the root word, N is the suffix to be used. So 2-halo-butane is treated with alcoholic KOH and it's giving us the formation of 2 types of important products. What's the name of this product going to be? 1, 2, 3, 4 and the second carbon and the third is linked with the double bond. Either you go from left to right or right to left, it's going to be the same. So the name of the compound will be 2-butene or but2ene. Anything will be the correct IUPAC nomenclature. And here this is going to be 1-butene. Now 2-butene is called A and 1-butene is called B. Now for this particular reaction, 2-halo-butane, that is 2-haloalkane, is treated with alcoholic potash. Now students, we know that alcoholic potash is a dehydrohalogenating agent. Dehydrohalogenating agent. So the process that is being carried out is dehydrohalogenation. What is dehydrohalogenation reaction? It is a process of removal of an hydrogen halide from an alkyl halide when the haloalkane or the alkyl halide is treated with alcoholic potash. Now let us look into the different options. A predominates. Is it that option A, that is 2-butene, will that be produced in major quantity? Predominates means it's going to be present in larger proportion. Or is it that B which is going to be produced in larger quantity? B is butene, 1-butene. A is 2-butene. Option A is that 2-butene produced in larger quantity. Option B is that B, that is 1-butene produced in larger quantity. Let us look into option C. A and B are in equimolar proportion. Is that 2-butene and 1-butene produced in equal quantities? Then option D, molar ratio of A and B depends on X. So the quantity produced will be depending on the quantity of the halogen that's been considered. Now just by looking at the equation and the process, we'll be able to easily identify that we are talking with respect to Seitzer rule. Seitzer's rule. What is that Seitzer's rule talking to us about? It tells us that whenever a haloalkane can undergo dehydrohalogenation in more than one way, the preferred alkene is the one which is highly substituted. Now this 2-halo-butane can undergo dehydrohalogenation in more than one way. Let me just correct the spelling of this. If this 2-halo-butane can undergo dehydrohalogenation in more than one way, the preferred alkene is the one which is highly substituted. That means this is the highly substituted product which will be forming a balanced structure. So we see that 2-butene is always obtained in larger percentage, that is to the 80%, and one butene is also obtained but to the tune of only 20%. Therefore, 80% product obtained is called major product, and that which is obtained in smaller quantities is called minor product. So, which is going to be predominating one? Obviously, A, that is 2-butene will be the one which will be produced in higher percentage. Therefore, option A is the correct answer. That is, A predominates. Answer is option A. This question was purely based on Sager's rule. Hope you have understood this, which involves the elimination of hydrogen from beta carbon. Therefore, this is also called as beta elimination reaction. In the formation of A, the elimination of hydrogen has taken place from this carbon. In the option B, elimination of hydrogen has taken place from the first carbon. So, if there is a removal of hydrogen from here, halogen from here, first and second carbon atom will be involving the double bond. If the elimination of hydrogen has taken place from the third carbon, this is also beta carbon. So, then halogen from here, hydrogen from here, then the second and the third carbon will be involved in double bond. In fact, this will be the most stabler structure, and therefore 2-butene is produced in larger quantities. Therefore, the correct answer for this question will be option A, that is A predominates.